13 Reasons Why follows the story of Clay Jensen as he returns home from school to find a mysterious package on his bed. When he opens it, he finds 7 cassette tapes. Upon putting them into his family's cassette player, he discovers they were recorded by Hannah Baker, a girl that he went to school with who recently committed suicide. Her instructions were clear. Each person who receives a package is one of the reasons why she killed herself, and after each person is completed listening to the tapes, they must pass the package on to the next person. If anyone decides to break the chain, a separate set of tapes will be released to the public. According to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, in a survey done in 2015 by Youth Risk Behaviors, 8.6% of youth in grades 9 through 12 reported that they had made at least one suicide attempt in the past 12 months. Girls attempted twice as often as boys, 11.6% versus 5.5%. In case you're wondering, teens do relate to 13 Reasons Why. Adults say that it glamorizes suicide, however, the kids say that it happens and that it needs to be paid attention to by everyone. We often take suicide as something that would not occur to us or even people around us, but there are millions of people out there that are thinking of these thoughts every day. Some 9.3 million American adults, which is 3.9% of the population, seriously contemplated suicide in 2013, according to a U.S. Department of Health and Human Services study. This series resulted in many people paying more attention to suicide. According to Dave Andrusko in his article, he states as many as 1.5 million additional online suicide searches followed the release of 13 Reasons Why, so it obviously caught some viewers' attention. How could it not? The show was explicitly shown. The producer did not hide any detail about what suicide is or how bullying could end up hurting not just one person but multiple others as well. It shows the reality of suicide and that it is not something that can be taken lightly. Suicide really happens, and 13 Reasons Why gives us an inside look. According to Doug Dennis from Vox, he says, "I grew up in a time when a lot of fathers told their sons that girls are supposed to say no and that no is really maybe. That message is fuel for thousands of rapes. Did you know every 98 seconds someone is sexually assaulted?" Bryce Walker sexually assaulted Jessica Davis and Hannah Baker. Jessica was passed out drunk and had no idea what was going on, and Hannah is the case of not saying no. She never denied having sex with Bryce, but she never fully consented to having sex with him either. Moments like this can lead to thoughts of suicide. Many people experience these. The show brings attention to sexual assault in high school because it does happen. Relying on state education records supplemented by federal crime data, a year-long investigation by the Associated Press uncovered roughly 17,000 official reports of sexual assault by students over a 4-year period from fall of 2011 to spring 2015. From 2009 to 2013, Child Protective Services agencies sustained or found strong evidence to indicate that 63,000 children a year were victims of sexual abuse. 1 in 9 girls and 1 in 53 boys under the age of 18 experienced sexual abuse or assault at the hands of an adult. 82% of victims under 18 are female. Females ages 16 to 19 are 4 times more likely than the general population to be victims of rape, attempted rape, or sexual assault. 13 Reasons Why brings awareness to cyberbullying. It encourages parents to look at their kids' phones and check up on them. In the show, Hannah's mom is sensitive about her being on her phone, mostly when she does her homework, but it means her mom cares. Kids these days are all about being on their phone and on social media. This can lead to kids being cyberbullied or just bullied in general. This corresponds with when Justin Foley sent the pictures of Hannah on the slide in her underwear to everyone in the school. 13 Reasons Why is a fantastic show. It builds relatable characters for everyone while maintaining a central theme or main idea. The complex inner workings of Clay and the mental struggles he faces throughout the series make you get hooked onto the show and keep watching. The viewers are anxious to see what his next move will be. The rest of the characters are fantastic at helping to build Clay's character. However, the show is not all about Clay Jensen. The overall point of the show is Hannah Baker and the tapes she left behind after her suicide. That main focus of the series creates a beacon towards suicide. This beacon gives awareness, significance, and meaning to suicide and an outlet for teens everywhere. As we discussed already in this video, scenes throughout the series and different events have made deep personal connections with teen viewers. Since teens can relate and find significance in the series, it will naturally drive adults to become more aware of the situation. As stated earlier, there was a rise in searches relating to suicide 19 days after the release of the episodes. If anybody gets anything out of watching 13 Reasons Why, it is that this series is important to teens around the world. This series is a great way to start the talk about suicide with parents and children. 13 Reasons Why is a remarkable show just by how it brings suicide into the spotlight of something that needs and can be stopped.